I got myself organized. I've got the sun in my face, so I'll probably have to move at some point. But this is going to be a what to build video, looking at all the commanders that I currently have in these. I think it's now like 12 fab packs or 11. I do have a single set, and so here I'm only just going to briefly just peek in and say, okay, I've got the Dominaria one. I've got a Theros one. Theros is looking all right. I need a little more, but I cracked a lot of Theros. So Theros and Dominaria are really well packed. Obviously, Kaldheim is just 2 fat packs. It just isn't enough. It needs a booster box later in the year. Of course, you know, I'm trying to slow down my spending. It's not working as well as I would like it to. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is move these boxes out of the way and continue with the commanders. I've already organized them, so okay, let's see if I don't make a mess here. And I have a single M19 commander. I don't know what I did with my M19 cards. I did have a few. It wasn't zero. And I know I have some 3-color, some of the M19 3-color commanders somewhere. And I know I have a Muldrotha somewhere, but I can't find it. That's what happens when you have the luxury of having too many cards. So I'm just going to quickly go through all the commanders that I have. I think I'm going to pick one in 2 colors for a Saga build. That's going to be the first one. But anybody wants me to do a specific build, if I have it, I'll do it because I've got it all organized. I've got every single fat pack except for M19. There's 1 fat pack with a singleton selection of that set, minus cards that are aimed at constructed. I'm not seeing anything yet that I'm going crazy about because I think I want to do 2 colors, but I'm going to go through the 1-color commanders and I will build to them. I can now with such a high volume of cards, and I've got it organized in just the right way where it's truly incremental, finally. Or an equipment spells, well actually let's go back to this guy, I didn't even read him. Okay, Okitra, whenever you cast a creature spell, create a 4/4 black zombie warrior. So that definitely I'm gonna want it to be white-black, even if the commander is just white, doesn't flip or anything. Well actually I'm gonna be stuck with it being white. What am I talking about? It's commander. Dies, you may put it into it. Yep, alright, so that's a good card. It doesn't fly though, it's got double strike only. Then let's just go through the white ones. I think these are all from Dominaria, which tells you that I have to go through and find more of the legendaries that are mixed in with the sets. I'm not completely done with my cleanup, but I'm almost there. So yeah, or on equipment spells you cast costs 1 less to cast. This guy is great because we've gotten some really good equipment in the last few sets. And of course we have a lot of auras and enchantment auras from various sets. So actually this would be, I'm going to put this in, I'm going to make a little list of my, hey, I never did anything with this commander, or if I did it was a long time ago, and I want to do something with it. So I'm gonna put this one in my, I just came up with my own way of doing this, always changing plans. Okay, so I want to put a little pile of, and of course, as expected, the sun's coming into, so we have to move. We have to move. Yeah, okay, fine. The sun always wins, and we want him to. Okay, so I think now I'm in good shape. Okay, sun's out of the way. All right, so where were we? So we were at, I really want to build this commander. I may make more than one video because I've got a lot of commanders to think about. So this is like, I want it. Then this is, I don't want it, not yet. Eventually I plan to. I'd like to build every single commander on this table. Creatures can't attack you, Planeswalker control, pace 1. Yeah, so this is a Death and Taxes commander. That's going to be harder to pull off, but yeah, it can be done. Exchange your life total, so this is kind of like a big life linker. Interesting. This one actually goes in white-green. I put them in the wrong place. Yeah, okay. Then, I mean, some of these are super casual builds, and they're going to be fun to do. Me the lights accordingly. There we go. Yeah, okay, perfect. So, yeah. Draw, discard, deals damage, reveal your hand. 6 different converted mana costs. Interesting, but not interesting enough for the first round. Same here. I mean, this guy is cool, but I'm not there yet. I want to do some highlights of cards that are obviously like, hey, I never built to that, or if I did, I forgot. Power or toughness 1 or less can't be blocked. That's very interesting. That is very interesting. Creatures you control with power or toughness. You know, I kind of like that. I kind of like that. I think this is a fairly unique build. I'm going for builds that I know are going to be fairly unique. So, and I'll pick just a handful, maybe like 10, and go through those. Blue artifacts with a big flyer. That's okay. It's for later. The Merfolk, Krakens, Leviathans, Octopuses, and Serpents requires a lot more sets than I have right now in the cube. Wizards. Trigger ability of permanent control to trigger. That ability triggers an additional time. Coming in with Strixhaven, this guy should get a lot of support. I want to do a Wizards build. Yeah, I want to do Wizards. Then, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, control, create a token that's a copy of when a spell ability controls causes you to discard this card, create a token, and it's not a double card. Yeah, cast instant or sorcery spell. Strixhaven coming in is perfect for this guy too. Yeah, I love this card. It's a 5-drop in a mono black deck. I'm not sure if it would go in a mono black deck or I put her in something else, but yes, I want to build that. Now, I'm not doing a sack creatures deck yet. This guy's just a beater. He'll help. Deals combat damage to a player. That player discards. That's pretty good, but it's not enough for me to do a theme. Yeah, a Krenko deck. I want to build a Krenko deck for sure. Yeah, that's true. That is true. And a Valduk deck. Yeah, I want to build a Valduk deck. I enjoy those. Squee. Interesting, but it's not the kind of thing that I do a whole build on. Base power to 1 plus the greatest power of my creature goes down. Yeah, this is a cool card, and I've played it. It's nice, but it's not worth a build right now. Dwarves. Not sure I could pull off a dwarf deck. There has been a theme, but I'm not sure. Then this is the one representative from M19, the only M19 card in the cube right now, which is kind of lame. Well, create whenever another non-token dragon, create a 5/5, you know, a big dragon deck. I don't think we have the sets to do that right now. Hydra is too narrow. Power of shell, the creature you control dies, put into, you're gonna put it into. Yeah, it's nice, but I'm not ready for it right now. We put them out. Comments are put on it instead. It's cute. Elves, should I do an elves deck? I would want to, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure we've had enough elves in all these sets to really do it up. Do a whole commander. I mean, we can do wizards, incredibly enough. I think we can do wizards, but elves would be harder. I'll think about it, even though I love elves. Kicked, big guy, nothing special. Death touch, he would have to be in green black, couldn't be in green, couldn't be a mono green, so he would support other cards. Indestructible, you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Not worth a complete build around, in my opinion, even though it's a really cool card. Do I have a single green commander? I want to pick one. Enters the battlefield, create tokens. When it attacks, create a token that's a copy of target token you control. Okay, actually, this would be, but it's an artifact. What am I talking about? This is the thing with alternate arts. They're very confusing. Let's pick one green commander to build a mono green deck, and I think I would try to swing. Yeah, I love elves. I think it's worth pursuing. Let's see where we go, how far we get. Yeah. So I think I'm going to end this video right here and just call it, these are the what to builds for Monocolored. So I picked one white, 3 blue, 1 black, 2 red, and 1 green. Yeah, so I would say, I think these would be, how many do I have in here? 6, 8. Yeah, these would be 8 really cool builds to get started with. It'll take, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how much reshelving I need to do and how long it takes to clean up after doing a build like this. But I'm gonna try them, see what happens. Yeah, do a bunch of 1-drops and then have kind of like a weird curve where you have all your 1-drops, then a few in the middle, and then a bunch of 4 and 5 drops to protect the 1-drops, so you don't end up like hitting for 1 all the time. Yep, wizards are worth doing. Instants and sorceries coming from Strixhaven. It would be much better in a blue-red deck, but I think a mono-blue control deck, which would be incredibly painful, I think it's worth doing. I've done those kind of builds. This is nice because you set up a ladder, a very nice ladder in your mana curve, and when you hit with it, the 4 drops kill the 3 drops, the 3 drops kill the 2 drops, the 2 drops kill the 1 drops, and I think that's how it goes. I think it goes from higher to lower. Yeah. Well, actually, the other way around. The other way around. So it enters. Each other creature gets -1, -1. So you hit the 1s. Then when those die, the 2s already have -1, -1, and give a negative. Yeah. So the ladder goes 1, 2, 3. But you cannot break it. If you go 1, 2, and all you have are 4s, your 4 drops survive. So it's gotta be 1, 2, 3. It'll go continuously until there's nothing in that CMC. It's a great card. I love it. I love goblins. So yeah, we already have goblins. We have elves. We have aura and equipment, and we also have unblockable theme, wizards. Yeah, wizards, instants and sorceries. Yeah, ladder. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Okay, so let's stop there and say those are the 9 monocolored builds that I would get started with in this cube based on the cards that I have. And I will get singles at some point. I don't know. At the pace that I'm going with being overspent, it'll be several months from now.